the warning signals come off and the actions start happening kind of thing. But it also depends case by case scenario. Sometimes people just have like a fucking bad day, and in other people are just like first time chatters. First time chatters are always entertaining, because like I get the most like entertaining, usually rude shit on first time chatters. So like the last like month or so, a lot of like my first time chatters have been really lovely and it's been really nice, but I'm always expecting in the background, I'm always expecting somebody to come in and just be a dumb cunt for like a minute and that be the first thing to come out of their mouth or whatever, and it's just like, be gone. I don't know. I just always imagined like, not like throwing to hurt something, like not throwing something at somebody to hurt them, but I always just imagine like throwing something like, you know, like a cheese slap kind of thing, and being like, be gone. Like that's what I think of usually when it happens. I kind of wish I had like a setup for that where it's like somebody gets banned but they get like cheese slapped out of here or something like that, out of existence, where it's like, you know, the peace out fade kid, and it's just like, I don't know, gets cheese slapped or something like that. Like it doesn't have to be cheese slapping, but I'm just using that as like the most obviously everybody knows what that example is. Was it Le Canceller? Kind of. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong. Oh my god, the fade kid is my favorite. I love the fade kid too. That kid and the kid with the headphones plugged into the garbage can. That is also like my best one as well, because like the concept is always like me listening to my mates like playlists or something like that, and it's literally a trash can and he's like plugged into, and I'm like, it's just so great. Like whoever the hell those kids were, like they had a really great sense of humor. They knew how to like, I don't know, make a good joke kind of thing. But yeah, the peace out one, I honestly, like, whenever you hear me say peace out, that's like, everybody knows the meme that I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about every time, is the kid that like fades away and stuff. And I even said it earlier. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was like washing my hands or something. I went to the bathroom, I was washing my hands, and I was talking to my partner or cat. It could have been either or, honestly. I will talk to either one, whichever one's listening. And I was talking about something, I had to peace out or something like that. Oh, it was the bathroom breaks yesterday. I remember now. So, yeah, yesterday while I was like starting to get sick with like my Crohn's being like unwell, because I ran out of medicine a few days ago, right? And I ate something that upset my body. And so I've been pretty sick for the last few days. I've got medicine now, but like it's going to take a couple of days to get back in my system and work. And so in the interim, I'm pretty sick, right? And yeah, I was saying yesterday that I'm like, I'll probably have to peace out and be right back a few times throughout stream, because like obviously I needed the bathroom a fair bit, but it never ended up happening. It pretty much, as soon as I went live, it just stopped being a problem. I'm like, I don't know what that was about. Same with today. I had like I got progressively sicker, like I was throwing up and stuff, and then it just stopped as soon as I started stream. I don't know what. I guess you guys just heal me or some shit. I don't know. Insert corny line that makes everybody feel happy and fuzzy and shit. I don't know. I was talking to my partner or the cat. I love how you don't mind. Was it how you mind didn't register who exactly was on the receiving end? Look, I assume that I could have been even just thinking to myself, like I was having a conversation with somebody at the bathroom sink, and I don't know who it was, because I wasn't, like, I don't remember. Today and yesterday feel like a really long period of time. Just because, like, as I said, I've been like a bit sick, and then on top of that, I haven't had a lot of sleep. So my brain doesn't quite know who I said what to, but it had to be either somebody in my house, or I could have been thinking it and looking at Azula at the same time. And therefore my brain is connected that I was having a conversation with Azula. Azula's my cat brain, but it doesn't know. I don't know. Look, it happens, okay? Like sometimes, like when I lived by myself, right? I would come home and I'd have obviously nobody to talk to when I got home because I lived alone. And I would literally just sit down next to my cat and I'd be like, I'd tell her about my day. Like she'd just sit there grooming herself occasionally blink at me, all the things that cats do. And yeah, eventually I'd get out everything that happened in the day. And yeah, like I said, there was one point in time where I used to come home, and because I lived by myself, I didn't talk out loud. And because I didn't talk out loud, my cat didn't meow. So it was absolutely dead silent here at home. And so yeah, I just got in the habit of like responding and talking to my cat and stuff. And the funniest thing is that when my previous cat was around, because obviously she's long since deceased and stuff, when she was around, whenever something happened and I'm like, I need to remember to do blah before I leave for work or whatever, and the next morning I'd be getting ready and I'd be about to walk out the door, and I'd just look at her face. I'd be like, you're right, I need to get blah, or I need to do blah before I leave. And like, she never said anything, but just looking at her face was enough for me to remember that I was supposed to do a thing. And I always loved how like overly dramatic that situation was, just because like it was like she literally reminded me, but it was just looking into her face was enough to do it. It's such a weird fucking scenario. I don't really have that with Phoenix. Like Phoenix doesn't really remind me of stuff. He just walks around screaming into the night. And Azula is generally a distraction because she's adorable and she's like roly-poly and stuff. Anybody wants to see what Azula and Phoenix looks like and stuff, I've got photos on like Instagram and in Discord and stuff if you want to see that. But yeah, she's pretty cute. She's very plush, and she's a little chunk too. Your cat is your second brain. I mean, maybe. I mean, she's deceased now, so that's not assisting me, but if she was alive, could you imagine at what power I'd be running at like this point? Like the capacity that I would have would be just beyond it. Your official assistant holding a little schedule for you and a pen, all cat themed. The funny thing is, with my previous cat, I can't even like envision that stuff, because like she was, this is weird, she was so human, right? She was a cat, but she was huge. She was fucking massive for a cat. She was probably twice the size she was supposed to be, right? But I would look at her face and it wasn't like strikingly cat. It was never strikingly cat. It always had like a strong intelligence to her face. I've also got that with like Phoenix and Azula and stuff. Like Azula's got a little bit of like, I don't know. And the Lynx is going off. Azula's got that like adorably daft kind of thing where she just doesn't have enough life experience in her yet. And then Phoenix has kind of got like, I don't know, Phoenix has got cat features. But like, I don't know, he's such a crabby old man. He really is. I don't know, he's got a lot of sass in him kind of thing. It's really like weird to explain this stuff because it makes sense to me in my brain that like my very human cat just reminds me of shit just by glancing in my direction and stuff. But then my other cats are also smart, but they're clearly more cat. Like they're more cat coded than the previous one. I don't know. Like, I don't even think like, I'm just trying to have a think about like a photo of my original cat, and I'm like, she looked cat. I don't know. Is it cat pilled? Yeah, basically. I just don't know how to describe it, but like my original cat was like really human. She also hated other cats. Yeah, it was kind of weird. Like, you know how when you get a really intelligent pet, right? And they just do stuff and like you look in their eyes and stuff and you don't really feel like you're looking at a dog or a cat or something like that. There's always that moment, specifically dogs do it a lot with their eyes and stuff, where they have like a brief moment that looks like strikingly human. That's what my original cat would do a lot. But yeah, my other two do a lot of more regular cat shit type stuff. So here we are discussing just how much cat isn't a cat. I would like to know, because like, I don't know what she was. She was a domestic long hair mix something. Right, but she was huge. She was huge, like, as if she was like half Maine Coon or something. She's a really big cat. Her paw took up the majority of the palm of my hand. And yeah, she was just a fucking big cat. Like, she was a physically big cat. But she wasn't anything special. Like, I literally remember her siblings were fluffy little tabbies and stuff. So, yeah. She was like, she was like the odd one out in her family too. She was the only one that looked like her, which is funny because now I have Azula, right? And Azula had an identical twin in her litter. So when I show Azula a mirror, she doesn't react like it's a mirror. She reacts like it's, like, not like a, oh, dumb cat, it's a mirror kind of thing. As in, like, she literally doesn't respond to it because it's probably the same thing as looking at her sibling kind of thing. Whereas Phoenix took a long time to get the bopping and swooping out of the way with mirrors, because obviously you have to investigate all the sides behind the mirror to make sure that cat isn't coming at you, you know? But nowadays he's indifferent. He's just like, ugh, the fucking mirror again. Because obviously, like, when I used to do my makeup and stuff in the morning before going to work, I used to have, like, a mirror and shit. I just set a mirror on the bed, and because I just sit up in bed and do my makeup and shit, because I'm like, I don't know, I had like a hand towel I put down so my makeup didn't get anywhere. I'm not one of those, like, people that has, like, a fuck ton of makeup in the bathroom or shit like that. Like, I literally just had a little, like, small box of, like, the makeup that I'd use, and then I just put it on, like, a little towel, do my makeup in front of a mirror while I sat warm in bed and watched some PUBG videos on YouTube and shit, you know? That's literally what I'd used to do. And every so often, Phoenix would come up and it'd knock over the mirror, so I'd turn it around and face it at him. And of course, you know how cats are. They're just like, they bop and swoop at the mirror until, like, they can either see behind it or see where that cat went, kind of thing. And yeah, eventually he got over doing that. He was just like, oh yeah, there's that bed cat again. But the funniest thing is, when I actually brought an actual cat into the house, Asora, he was really indifferent at first. He was like, oh yeah, okay, sure, whatever. Like, it's not real kind of thing. And then she moved. And he did not like that. He was like, how fucking dare you bring this thing into my house? And yeah. It took a while to get him to, like, settle the fuck down. But she didn't care. Azul was just like, oh yeah, I live here now. She just literally had to sleep in a little crate thing that we brought her home in until Phoenix calmed the fuck down. And then when he calmed the fuck down, we let her out, and he'd basically exhausted all of his energy at that point, so he had nothing to give for, like, being a dick to her kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, he's still alright. They obviously, like, never grew to be, like, super super close, but it's fine. Also, if anybody missed it, I have a Thrumbo called Quagmire. Giggity. So that, I've got German, Cyprus. I still have butts. Did we get a new butts? Hold on, we got a new butts. Yeah, okay. Really? Why every time I go zoom in on a fucking Thrumbo, somebody murder a chicken? Anyway, I guess I got a new butt. That's fine. We had a previous butt and it died, so I'm really surprised they renamed it. I haven't seen a rename happen yet. We've got so many panthers now, which is great, because, you know, that means we're going to have a huge battle at some point and they're all going to die. But we've got Crazy, and what else we got in here that was special? Crazy, Aries. Yeah, that's Aries. I'm an Aries, out of interest, for anybody that gives a shit about that. This Alistair, Croquette. When I think of Croquette, I think of two things. I think of one, there's like a game, but the first thing that comes to my mind every single time is food, like the little, like, potato-y croquette-y thingies or whatever. I've never actually been able to eat one because they've always been mixed in with some kind of, like, meat, and I haven't been able to eat it. Kraken Snipe, what are you up to? What are you doing today? Oh yeah, we were discussing how much cat's in a cat. How's your cat today? How's it going? It's been pretty chill so far. Everybody's calmed the fuck down. The psychic drone is fucked off. Everybody's kind of healed up. I still have prisoners, but I can't recruit them yet. So, yeah. Was it a challenge approaches? What do you mean a challenge approaches? Don't fucking jinx me for like horror stuff happening. I don't know. We haven't had, well, I was gonna say we haven't had a battle, but when was the last time we had a battle? It would have been that long ago. Alright, where did my document go? Come back here. Last week we had the cougars, the infestation, the caravan got attacked. We attacked an encampment, and we attacked an ally. Which reminds me, I still need to make my ally happy. Hold on. They're both named Snipe. Oh, I get it. Yeah, no, that's fine. No, Sniper is the original Snipe here. So we got Snipe and Sniper. I like it. Like it a lot. They're both named Sniper Aprillic. Yeah, look, it's always funny when we get like multiple names. Like we've got like 5 Grims, I'm pretty sure. But the OG Grim is my best mate. So I don't think I'm gonna get more rice in this. I'm just gonna pelt it at my allies. It should be enough. Like, it's 3,000, right? Hold on. It should be enough to make them not hostile, but I don't know if it's enough to make them my ally. They're gonna kill, they're probably gonna kill since it somehow opened my door and threw everything all over, even, was it even my plane that I was building? Well, obviously don't harm it, but you gotta remember, it's still young, it's gonna get into shit, and it's still gonna, like, go crazy with stuff. Is that all I got out of that? Was Relations 39 to 66? Was that it? Enemy now neutral. Look, they're neutral. I was hoping I'd get a bit more. I guess if I had waited, it would have just clicked it up. Do I have... No. Well, I do sort of want to build the copies and stuff. Yeah, look, young animals always get into mischief. You know. Why have we got so much medical? Holy shit. We have 2,000 medical in here alone. Why have we got... Oh, it's refrigerated in here, of course. That's not great though. It means that only this one's getting access to medical stuff because I have... Oh no, I've got 171. We have medical again. Last time we had a flu outbreak. In here we had 113 colonists catch the flu. So, yeah, unideal. Realistically, I've had the same sniper bullet on Twitch since 2017. Nice. Welcome in, human leather. Thank you for follow. Yeah, no, I've had I changed to Aprillic not long after I started streaming. I started with something else, but unfortunately somebody out there has the original Aprillic, so I've got the underscore version, which kind of sucks because I do believe that they're not a streamer. But I do believe that they're an active, like, person out there watching people, because the account isn't inactive in any way, which kind of sucks, but nothing I can do about it. I just appreciate at least being able to be, like, named what I'm named and shit, you know? By the way, the cat is 3 years old, so I believe he's 30. Yeah, but, so in cat years, basically, some cats won't settle the fuck down until they're, like, 4, some won't settle down until they're 6. I think that was a boomalope. Yes. Some will settle down in 2 years. Like Azula's like I think 3, and she's pretty settled. But Phoenix took 4 years. So sometimes they'll still just do shit up until like years, basically. What are you up to, human leather? What are you doing tonight? Oh yeah. We've almost got all the animal beds here. Mind you, I don't think all the animals come down here yet, but this is fine. It's great. I kind of should open this up to the air occasionally and like let this get washed away. But I'll be curious to do a count of my animals eventually. Farrell has health conditions, right? Yeah, frail. Obviously the burn scar's more what's actually pissing him off. He is always having an issue. What is it today? He's mood. Ready for impressive bedroom. Okay. I don't know if you have a partner. And I did fix up Human to actually have a nice bedroom. I didn't know you were one that has it. I have a lot of spare beds by the look of it, which is interesting. I guess a lot of people have shacked up in couples because I basically set all these to be prison beds and then I unset them so everybody could choose their own bed. And then anybody that's really complaining about their room, I'm trying to find them a nice room. The only problem is that some people have destroyed certain rooms. Like that top one was a 1. It's probably got... It's either clean or it's got something like excellent and I don't know what else in it. This one comes with a cat. That's ideal. Any room that comes with a cat's a pretty good bedroom as far as I'm concerned. I think this one up the top here is a 1. Yeah, okay. I'm going to guess that that's a good bedroom for them. So, mate, who are you? Farrell. Okay. What is this? An excellent bed. Let's give you... Let's see if this solves your problem. It might not solve his problem. He might already have an excellent room. But let's try to do that. Let's try to give him that and see if that, like, shuts him the fuck up about... Because Farrell's always having a problem. At the rate Farrell's going, if he goes slaughter one more time, he's losing some life privileges. So basically what I mean by that is every time my people kind of go feral and do something stupid, they get their life privileges revoked by 1 each time. Until it gets down to no medical care, and that way when they fuck up, they get killed and they die. So, yeah. That's how I weed out the shit cunts in my colony. I can excuse my dog from eating my dinner. I can excuse the cat from wrecking shit. Lucky that nothing broke. Well, glue didn't hold, so pieces, but nothing isn't fixable. That's fair. It's kind of like how, you know, when you originally got your dog, do you remember her chewing through the internet cable that time? Like, I think that was, like, really, really early on. Are you on fire, Bitter? No, I don't... No. She's just got bandages on her. Yeah. I figure, like, you know, equal to the stuff that your dog got away to, you know. Yeah. Like, your dog got up to some serious mischief in, like, you know, the first... I think it was only the first few months of being with you. Like, you gotta give the animals time to, like, adjust to, like, being around new people, being in, like, a new family, and what kind of where is and isn't okay and stuff. Mind you, some animals will be, like, indifferent. Like, for instance, we don't like letting the cats into the garage because obviously we have toxic chemicals and shit in there because I spray the house and stuff. I haven't this year because I don't want to fuck over my voice, but we spray the house for, like, spiders and shit, or I do that anyway. And I don't want them getting in there in case they, like, lay in it or lick it or whatever, because that could shut down, like, their kidneys and literally just kill them and shit. So I don't like them getting in there for obvious reasons, but as soon as I walk into the garage, because my freezer's in there, as soon as I walk in, Azula will absolutely fucking run for the door. Like, she'll absolutely pelt down the hallway at, like, as fast as she can go and try to get into the room before the door shuts. I don't know why. I don't know what her fascination is, but she'll always fucking do it. And she knows she's not supposed to be in there. So, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta just deal with cats just doing stupid shit because they want to be somewhere, you know. For the first months of moving in, new house, really. Yeah, it was the first few months of new house. That was ages ago, actually. I feel like that was years ago now. I was gonna say spiders ain't that bad, but, well, I live in Sweden. There's no big spiders here. Oh yeah, so for anybody that isn't in Discord yet, in the, fucking, what do you call it channel? The IRL channel, I have a photograph of the spider that got into my room the other day, and it was trying to camouflage itself on a painting, and Nick lost it for a moment. Like, Nick doesn't like spiders. I don't like spiders either, but I can deal with them. But Nick was coming in to obviously, like, deal with it because where I was sitting in the room, I couldn't move without it potentially launching at me. And spiders we get here are big, right? This was a 10 to 15 centimeter huntsman. And it's second one in a few months, and we had a smaller one as well. I think we had, no, we had 2 10 to 15. We had one 5 to 10, and this one's a 10 to 15. So we had a few. Anyway, this one camouflaged itself, and when I managed to like shoo it away so that Nick could like go for it, he threw the fucking can of spray at it instead of spraying the thing. And like, I love him, but he dented the fucking wall with the can. And yeah, so now we have a dent in the wall. I obviously got the can off him. We sprayed the spider, and we just never got to like confirm its death, unfortunately. It's possibly, it's in a, what do you call it, Schrodinger's cat state underneath the Duchess at the moment. So it could be alive or it could be dead, and we don't know. But it's a risk we'll have to take. I'm pretty sure it was a little male too. Because, yeah, just body shape. I've learnt to differentiate because I need to know, because the males call for the females and bring the females in, but also sometimes bring in additional males and stuff. So I have to be able to identify which one it is. And also if it's a female, I have to identify if it's pregnant and about to lay eggs, because those things will lay hundreds of eggs. And their fucking babies will just go everywhere. Like, oh yeah, shower spider has been replaced by shower spider 2.0. The original shower spider decided to join me in the shower at one point and got its life privileges revoked, and then a new replacement has moved in. So yeah, I have a new shower spider. So that's like what's been happening, I guess. Yeah, almost 2 years ago. Yeah, it was a while. Aprillic's just a spider, the hand-sized monstrosity for the rest of us. Well, it was like the other fucking month, like around Christmas. You guys remember when I was like, oh, the cat's chasing a spider, and like I don't know where it went, and the next minute it was on the wall beside me, and I'm like, oh, there it is. Like, I was live on stream. You guys heard how I responded to the thing. It's just very nonchalant. So long as it's not fucking touching me, I don't care. Like, it can, like, I'll kill it, obviously. Like, I'll clear it out for the sake of we don't need giant, like, there was one conversation we had where somebody just assumed that we didn't like kill the huntsman spiders, like we just let them live, and it occurred to me that somebody out there in the world is actively living with like dinner plate sized spiders on any given wall at any time of the day or night at all times. And I did not like that revelation that somebody out there is existing in that format. Somebody is doing it, and I don't want to know that, you know. Also, welcome in, Squirtle Queen. Turn the house down. Yeah, that's generally my partner's response to it, and also my friend's response to it as well. But like, I can't burn the house down. I fucking own the house. I kind of like need that to reside in, you know. It's got all my shit in it. I'll fight the spider for it. Like, what is it? Best 2 out of 3 gets a house or something like that. How it works. Look at that mutant ninja spider. Holy shit. Look, I don't know. The biggest one we ever had was not here, was in my childhood home. And, oh, actually, maybe. There's 2 big spiders. So one big spider was in my childhood home. We called it Fluffy. And its body, like the abdomen side of it, was the size of a light bulb. And we couldn't get to it. My dad hosed it. It was in the pergola. But we never saw where it went, so we don't know where that went. But that one had really, really big fucking baby spiders, which was annoying because the bigger the mum, the bigger the fucking babies. And then the second 2.0 giant spider was my first house I ever moved into, or my first house I bought. I finished moving all my shit in, and then the very next morning I came downstairs to walk into my kitchen to go to work, and this like bigger than a dinner plate size spider was on the wall between me and like getting into the kitchen. And the spray I needed was in the kitchen, so I did some like mad gymnastics to get into that kitchen. And so when I spray a spider, I normally confirm the kill by putting the can on top of it, but the problem was the spider was big enough that when I put the can on top of it, it was like lifting the can and walking away. So I had to like smash its legs kind of to like get it to stop, because it's a huge huntsman. Like, it's a massive spider. I know it sounds awful for people that love spiders and shit, but just know, like, this creature was a wild, uninvited thing. I have a cat. It probably could have carried it off. Like, you know, I have genuine concerns. Yes, lifting the can, because its legs did not fit underneath the can. So, yeah. I had to just make do with what I had. Unfortunately, I didn't have anything I could, like, smack it with or anything. So, yeah. Fuck that spider. Yeah, that's why I considered that one, like, to be probably equivalent of, like, I would say probably the second biggest one, because the biggest one was Fluffy, because the abdomen size being about the size of a light bulb. So, yeah. I don't know. This shit's just kind of normal for me. The worst part is I kind of moved back into the same areas where Fluffy bred.